Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you guys today? I hope you all are well. Okay, the lesson we learn today is a narrative text. The aim of our lesson today is that first, student will be able to define narrative text and identify its features. The second, student will be able to write a narrative text that includes orientation, complication, series of events, climax, and resolution. The third, student will be able to revise and edit their own writing to improve clarity, coherence, and language use. Next, there will be able to several topics that we will discuss today, namely definition of narrative text, features of narrative text, graphic organizer for narrative text, rubric of narrative text, writing prompt for narrative text, and example for narrative text. Okay, the first topic is definition narrative text. Seymour Chapman, in his book Story and Discourse, Narrative Structure in Fiction and Film, states that narrative text has the following meanings. Narrative text is a text structure that is formed from elements such as plot, storyline, setting, background, theme, characterization, point of view, and style, as well as tone and mood, style, language, and atmosphere. Narrative text is akin of text to retell the story that past tense. The purpose of the text is to entertain or to amuse the readers or listener about the story. Baiklah, penjelasan dari topik pertama adalah teks narasi definisi. Menurut Seymour Chapman dalam bukunya Story and Discourse, struktur narasi dalam fiksi dan film pada tahun 1978 menyatakan bahwa teks naratif memiliki arti sebagai berikut. Naratif teks adalah struktur teks yang terbentuk dari unsur-unsur seperti plot, alur cerita, latar atau background, tema, penokohan, sudut pandang, dan gaya sebagai serta tone and mood, gaya bahasa, dan suasana. Teks naratif adalah jenis teks untuk menceritakan kembali cerita lampau. Tujuan teks adalah untuk menghibur atau menghibur pembaca atau pendengar tentang cerita. Next topic is the future for narrative text. Some of the features that can be found in narrative text include character. Narrative text generally has a main character or character who is the focus of the story. This character can be humans, animals, or even inanimate objects that are given life in the story setting. The setting or background of the plot and the time in which the story takes place is very important in narrative text. Setting detail described can help the reader imagine the atmospheres and environment in which the event of the story take place. Plot or storyline is the arrangement of events in a narrative text. The plot actually consists of an introduction, conflict, climax, and resolution. Maksud dari topik ini bahwa ada beberapa fitur yang dapat ditemukan dalam teks naratif, yaitu karakter. Teks naratif umumnya memiliki karakter utama atau karakter yang menjadi fokus dalam cerita. Karakter ini bisa manusia, hewan, atau bahkan benda mati yang diberi kehidupan dalam cerita. Latar, setting atau latar tempat dan waktu di mana cerita berlangsung sangat penting dalam teks naratif. Detail pengaturan dijelaskan bisa membantu pembaca membayangkan suasana dan lingkungan di mana peristiwa itu terjadi dan cerita berlangsung. Plot. Plot atau alur cerita adalah susunan peristiwa dalam teks naratif. Jalan cerita biasanya terdiri dari pendahuluan, konflik, klimaks, dan penyelesaian. Next topic is graphic organizer for narrative text. Some of the organizer that can be used include plot diagrams. Plot diagrams can help the writer plan or organize the plot from the beginning to the end of the story. Plot diagram can consist of several elements such as introduction, conflict, climax, resolution, and denouement. Character map. Character map can help the writer to visualize the relationship between the characters in the story. Character maps can include character names, description, characteristic, and relationship with other characters in the story. Setting map. Setting map can assist the writer in creating a visual picture of the location and atmosphere in the story. Setting maps can include pictures, description, and other details about location and moods. Dialogue bubbles. Dialogue bubbles can help visualize conversation between characters in a story. Dialogue bubbles can make it easier for readers to follow conversation and understand the relationship between characters. Mood board. Mood boards can help readers to visualize the general mood and mood in a story. Mood boards can include pictures, colors, and other details that help create the desired mood. Timeline. Timeline can help the reader in planning the chronology of the story and ensure that the story runs smoothly and does not cause confusion. The timeline can include dates, data, times, and other important details related to the story chronology. Min-maps. Min-maps can help writers organize story idea and find creative ways to connect these ideas. Min-maps can include main ideas, sub-ideas, and other details related to the story. Pada topik ini membahas tentang beberapa graphic organizer yang dapat digunakan, antara lain diagram plot. Diagram plot dapat membantu penulis merencanakan dan mengatur plot dari awal hingga akhir cerita. Diagram plot dapat terdiri dari beberapa elemen seperti pendahuluan, konflik, klimaks, penyelesaian, dan penyelesaian. Peta karakter. Peta karakter atau dapat membantu penulis untuk memvisualisasikan hubungan antara karakter dalam cerita. Peta karakter dapat mencakup nama karakter, deskripsi karakteristik, dan hubungan dengan orang lain dalam cerita. Setting map. Setting map atau peta setting dapat membantu penulis dalam membuat visual gambar lokasi dan suasana dalam cerita. Pengaturan peta dapat mencakup gambar, deskripsi, dan detailnya tentang lokasi dan suasana hati. Gelembung dialog. Gelembung dialog dapat membantu memvisualisasikan percakapan di antaranya karakter dalam sebuah cerita. Gelembung dialog dapat memudahkan pembaca untuk mengikuti percakapan dan memahami hubungan antar karakter. Papan suasana hati. Papan suasana hati dapat membantu penulis untuk memvisualisasikan suasana hati dan suasana hati secara umum dalam sebuah cerita. Papan mood dapat menyertakan gambar, warna, detail lain yang membantu menciptakan suasana hati yang diinginkan. Timeline. Timeline dapat membantu penulis dalam merencanakan kronologi cerita dan memastikan bahwa cerita berjalan lancar dan tidak menyebabkan kebingungan. Garis waktunya bisa dicantumkan dengan seperti tanggal, waktu, dan detail penting lainnya yang terkait dengan kronologi cerita. Peta pikiran. Peta pikiran dapat membantu penulis mengatur ide cerita dan menemukan kreativitas cara untuk menghubungkan ide-ide ini. Peta pikiran dapat mencakup ide utama, sub-ide, dan detail lain yang terkait dengan cerita. Next topic is rubric for narrative text. To write narrative text, there are several rubrics that can help. Orientation. The section introduces the characters in the story and provides the background to the situation or time in which the story takes place. Complication. This section describes the main conflict or problem faced by the characters in the story. Events. This section introduces a series of events or occurrences that occur in the story, which serve to develop the plot and characters. Climax. This section is the climax of the story, where the conflict reaches its highest point and the character have to make important decision or action. Resolution. This section describes how the conflict was resolved and provide a conclusion to the story. Coda. This section provides the final account of the story and can contain moral message or reflection about experience of the character in the story. By using the rubric, the writer can develop the story will ensure that all the important elements of narrative text are included in writing. Pada topik ini membahas tentang rubrik untuk teks naratif. Untuk menulis teks naratif, ada beberapa rubrik yang bisa membantu. Orientasi. Bagian ini memperkenalkan karakter di cerita dan memberikan latar belakang, situasi atau waktu di mana cerita itu berlangsung. Komplikasi. Bagian ini menjelaskan konflik utama atau masalah yang dihadapi oleh tokoh-tokoh dalam cerita. Acara. Bagian ini memperkenalkan rangkaian acara atau peristiwa yang terjadi dalam cerita, yang berfungsi untuk mengembangkan plot dan karakter. Klimaks. Bagian ini merupakan klimaks dari cerita, di mana konflik mencapai titik tertinggi dan karakter harus membuat keputusan atau tindakan penting. Resolusi. Bagian ini menjelaskan bagaimana konflik diselesaikan dan memberikan kesimpulan untuk cerita. Coda. Bagian ini memberikan bagian akhir dari cerita dan dapat berisi pesan atau renungan moral tentang pengalaman para tokoh dalam cerita. Dengan menggunakan rubrik, penulis dapat mengembangkan cerita baik dan memastikan bahwa semua elemen penting dari teks naratif termuat dalam tulisan tersebut. Next topic is writing prompts for narrative text. Here are some instructions for writing narrative text. Decide on a tight theme or topic that you want to talk about. Make sure the story you choose has interesting plot and can attract the reader's attention. Make an overview of your story. Choose the right time, place, and setting for your story. You can also consider the main character or characters in the story. Start your story strong. Start with the introduction of an introduction, interesting character or setting, or with the live action that takes place. Use language that is clear and easy to understand. Avoid using complex and difficult to understand words or phrases. As detailed imagery to help reader imagine your story, describe the setting, character, and even in detail so that readers can picture them clearly in their minds. Keep your story focused. Make sure every skin and even describe relate to the storyline. Use dialogue to bring your story to life. Use dialogue to explore character or to direct storylines. Has different writing technique to make your story interesting. You can use technique like flashback, flash forward, or cliffhangers to make your story more interesting and your story clearly. Make sure the reader isn't too disappointed with the ending of your story. Answer every question that appears in the storyline and don't leave the reader in confusion. Correct and revise your writing. After finishing your story, rewrite it and revise it if needed, which for grammatical, spelling, or sentence structures errors. Pada topik ini membahas tentang petunjuk untuk menulis teks naratif, yaitu tentukan tema atau topik yang ingin Anda bicarakan. Pastikan cerita yang Anda pilih memiliki plot yang menarik dan dapat menarik perhatian pembaca. Buat ikhtisar cerita Anda, pilih waktu yang tepat, tempat, dan pengaturan untuk cerita Anda. Anda juga dapat mempertimbangkan tokoh atau tokoh utama dalam cerita. Mulailah cerita Anda dengan kuat, mulai dengan pengenalan sebuah karakter atau setting yang menarik, atau dengan live action yang terjadi. Gunakan bahasa yang jelas dan mudah dipahami. Hindari pemakaian kata atau frasa yang kompleks dan sulit dipahami. Gunakan citra mendetail untuk membantu pembaca membayangkan cerita Anda, mendeskripsikan latar, tokoh, dan peristiwa secara mendetail, sehingga pembaca dapat menggambarkannya dengan jelas dalam pikiran mereka. Buat cerita Anda tetap fokus. Pastikan setiap adegan dan acara dijelaskan berkaitan dengan jalan cerita. Gunakan dialog untuk menghidupkan kisah Anda. Gunakan dialog untuk mengekspos karakter atau mengarahkan alur cerita. Gunakan teknik penulisan yang berbeda untuk membuat cerita Anda menarik. Anda dapat menggunakan teknik seperti kilas balik, flash forward, atau cliffhanger untuk membuat cerita Anda lebih menarik. Akhir cerita Anda harus jelas. Pastikan pembaca tidak kecewa dengan akhir ceritamu. Jawab setiap pertanyaan yang muncul di alur cerita, dan jangan tinggalkan pembaca dalam kebingungan. Perbaiki revisi tulisan Anda. Setelah menyelesaikan ceritamu, bacalah kembali, dan revisi juga diperlukan. Perhatikan tata bahasa, ejaan, atau kesalahan struktur kalimat. Example for narrative text. The brave little ant. Once upon a time, there lived an ant in a vast and fertile field in the countryside. The ant was a hard-working and organized creature, always preparing for the future. One day, while collecting food for the winter, the ant met a grasshopper who was lazing around and playing. "Hey ant, why are you working so hard?" the grasshopper asked. "Come and play with me in taste." "I'm sorry, grasshopper, but I can't," the ant replied. "I need to collect enough food to survive the winter. You should do the same." The grasshopper laughed. "Why worry about the future? Let's just enjoy the present." The ant continued to work tirelessly for several weeks, collecting enough food to last through the winter. When the cold season arrived, the grasshopper found himself without any food. He went to the ant and asked for help. "Please, ant, I have nothing to eat," the grasshopper begged. "Can you spare some of your food for me?" The ant, being wise and organized, gave the grasshopper enough food to survive the winter. The grasshopper learned a valuable lesson and was grateful to the ant for his help. From that day on, the grasshopper became more responsible and hardworking, and the ant was happy to see his friend's transformation. Meanwhile, the queen ant, who had been observing everything from afar, was pleased with the ant's wisdom and kindness. In this story, the character of the ant is por- por- portrayed as hardworking, wise, and organized, while the grasshopper is portrayed as lazy and playful. The queen ant, although not heavily involved in the plot, is the is wise caring leader who looks after the well-being of her colony. Additionally, the setting of the story, a vast and fertile field, provides a peaceful, beautiful, natural backdrop for the story. The conflict in the story arises from the grasshopper, laziness, and lack of preparation, which create a tension between the character of the ant and the grasshopper. The following is an example of narrative text. After reading is the text, we can determine its futures. Characters in the brave little ants, grasshopper, queen ant. Background: the story is set in large and fertile field in countryside. Plot: one day, Anne was gathering food for winter's supply. The lazy and playful grasshopper asked Anne to stop and have fun with him, and refused and continues to work. A few weeks later, winter came and grasshopper ran out of food. He went to see Anne for help. The waste and organize and provide the grasshopper with enough food to survive the winter. Conflict: the conflict in this story occurs when the lazy and playful grasshopper does not prepare himself for winter and seeks help from Anne, who has actually worked hard and wisely in gathering food for winter supplies. This conflict gave rise to conflict between two characters and grasshopper. In this story, Anne is described as diligent, wise, and organizer, while grasshopper is described as lazy, playful to the queen Anne. although not very involved to in the plot, is portrayed is Swift's figure concerned the welfare of the entire colony. In addition, the setting in this story, which is described as a wide fertile field, gives this peaceful and beautiful natural feel. Alright, it is time to do the assignment. I want you guys to create a narrative text using the graphic organized as a grid. Use descriptive language and sensory details to bring your writing to life. Okay, time's up. Thank you guys for their participation and hard work. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.